my waifu, hands off.
Funny thing I was thinking about making that while I was in the car one day. So anyway, welcome to Scythe Studios panel. Scythe Studios is a video company that I have made since 2008, making such hits as...
That Pokemon creepypasta?
Oh yeah, I did Easter Egg Snow Mount Silver, which was a creepypasta, pokepasta, whatever you want to describe it. I also did a fanfic project in the Brony fandom, which I don't want to mention, and of course you may not know me for being part of Mystery Brony Theater. Yay. So yeah, I'm here because either you find my work interesting, or you were forced to come here, or you were bored.
He also is the animator for my show Hoof Rock, where I like to review the songs of MLP.
Nice.
Yeah, there's already people analyzing the show and the comics. There's nothing on the music, and that's one of the biggest things that MLP is known for.
That's cool. And your YouTube channel is?
Cruiser Brony.
Yeah.
Cruiser spelled with a Z. Because the Z hardly gets any work.
Yes.
He needs a job, damn it.
Well, the X has it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least that letter is sexy.
Yeah. Good one.
Good, and down there?
We're down here. What am I supposed to say?
Introduce yourself.
I am Bright Ideas. I come
I thought it
up
was
with...
without the S.
Yeah. Yes. I've been hearing the name spelled wrong or pronounced wrong, so I'm a Bright Idea. I have Bright Ideas for parodies, whether it's movie parody or song parody. Yesterday I did a karaoke version of Taylor Swift's song Blank Space, but with blank flank, which was about the Cutie Mark Crusaders before they got their cutie marks. For a week it was relevant, and then no more.
A week it was relevant.
Yep.
That must have been a big week. It's kind of like me with Death Note Jimmer. It was on Equestria Daily once, and it was just 2 days of recognition, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and do a lot of collabs, and
you're on DeviantArt.
huh? Yeah, and I'm on DeviantArt as a-bright-idea. No, the dashes aren't spelled, they're actually dashes.
So anyway, by going back there, I did a collab with Bright Idea recently one time. We were both watching Fall Weather Friends,
Yes.
which is, in my opinion, my least favorite MLP episode. So basically, the jokes write themselves.
Yeah, and I find it well enough, so have a good back and forth going, and had some good jokes. I mean, it started the Apple Dash shipping, and it had a good, it was a good early episode in my opinion. But
How do you like her apples?
Yeah, you can have that.
Walked right into that.
Can't fall far from the
Can't
tree.
complain about that. I can't complain about that. Me, Adagio, and Sunset Shimmer.
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the other things I do is another series called Concombers, where I do videography of a convention and make it all into a little music video. I'm going to show you one of them from last year's gala. Who was here at the gala last year?
Woo. I was there.
Excellent. So this was one of them from day 2 of the gala when we had the John Delancey as a guest. You guys enjoy this?
Sometimes
make things easier.
Yeah.
So Higgins doing the Manos, the Hands of Fate thing. For those of you who's familiar with the movie. Which I just heard got a poster today, the sequel to that just wrapped up production.
Oh, dear Lord.
Can't wait!
For those of you who don't know, Manos, the Hands of Fate has been rated as one of the worst movies of all
It's
time.
magical. It's delicious.
And it's also voted the
Is
best
it magically
episode of
delicious?
Magically delicious.
And was voted the best episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, I'm friends with you guys from that movie. Okay, so one of the other things I do. Who remembered last year's gala? Who went to the gala show last year?
We just asked them
Gala
the
show.
first
Oh,
time.
the show specifically, like the nighttime show on Saturday.
Like the one with the big balloon
Yeah.
plant monster
Bruce-
thing. Wish I saw that.
That would be Bruce Carr. I've done video work for him. I do videography for him a lot. I'm actually heading to Pensacola HorrorCon next weekend for the to film again. So one of the other guys, like you said, I animate for is the Concert Cruiser, which I will be showing you an episode of, one of the more recent episodes. Followed by that, I'm going to be showing you guys one of the new pony parody videos that I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Hoof Rock. This is what he did with him. Based on what was it? Apples to the Core?
Yeah.
All right, so here we go.
Good morning, bronies! This is the Concert Cruiser, and welcome back to Hoof Rock, where I look at the songs of MLP. And today, we're going to take a look at a song that I actually feel indifferent about. Apples to the Core, sung by the Apple family plus Pinkie Pie. This song has both good and bad qualities, so let's get started and determine where it belongs. First, the good, the moral. It demonstrates that despite whatever happens, they're going to get through this together as a family. And if you've seen this episode, they're gonna need it. It's very clean and really sets the tone for the type of song this is. An uplifting road trip song that I would imagine would go over pretty well live.
And it did.
I enjoyed how the song builds the anticipation. By just having the banjo and the singing voices of Michelle Creamer and Ashley Ball, you get the feeling that bigger musical accompaniment is right around the corner. And they delivered. Not only do more instruments come into the mix, but Big Mac sings. He adds a glorious vocal bass line to this song, and Peter New even adds in his trademark. I would like for him to have his own verse, because then it would have made up for... Now the bad. Okay, first things first. Granny Smith does not have a singing voice. I'm sorry, she just doesn't. But to Tabitha St. Germain's credit, she is in key. And she does sing with the wobble that Granny Smith is known for in her speech. And I give her mad props for pulling off such a feat. But it just doesn't sound good at all. Everyone else sounds so straightforward with their clear delivery, but here comes Granny Smith and ruins the whole vibe. As for Pinkie Pie, I just don't like the lyrics Shannon Chan Kent was given. The lyrics were essentially how many things rhyme with the word pink, and most of them don't even make any sense. Just listen. How is the color pink fun? She could be talking about herself, but then why didn't she just say she's fun? I mean, there are other pink ponies in Equestria. Could she mean all pink ponies are fun? Is the color meant to mean something else? No, I'm not telling you where I got that. Okay, how is that supposed to be a fun-filled family activity?
Are you having fun yet? Oh, Omi said she needs to talk to you whenever you have a chance.
All right, makes sense. But the other problem is that this whole song has nothing to do with the story. At least the main plot of it. The song is symbolic and possibly presents some foreshadowing. But the focus of the episode is finding out if Pinkie Pie is related to the Apple family. Not we're apples no matter what.
How'd you like them apples?
So we have 3 good qualities and 3 bad qualities, which makes this a tie. I don't know, song. Do you have anything that convinced me to say you're good? Okay, that's not part of the song, but let's face facts. You're gonna play that scene in your head every time you hear this tune. So, okay, song, you passed. Maybe that's some of your victory. But now I want to hear from all of you. What song do you feel indifferent about? Be it MLP, LPS, or just in general?
Nice.
See you on Hoof Rock.
Wait for it.
Oh, hey, Evan, what are we doing next time?
Oh
We're the wonder.
No way in hell.
I am taking on the challenge of reviewing the Cloudsdale anthem. And I am not looking forward to it.
We are real wire, of course you are.
Oh, believe me, I have.
fun to do bad songs.
As a wise man once said, just do it.
Or as another wiser man just said, nope.
I can
The
tell that.
Cloudsdale anthem was pretty much one of my favorite best ones. When he goes to they have nice trees, I just basically fell on the ground losing it. There's just one point in the song where Raven just holds this expression like, oh my god.
And I actually have a special intro scripted out where both him and Fearox, the Sound Dragon, a character you'll see in the next episode, forced me to do it because my friend Kurt, who actually does do the sound for my show, and he doesn't watch My Little Pony, but he's a big fan of dragons. He forces me to review it because I made him watch G3.
That does require paid cool.
You horrible person, you!
Yeah, it's coming from a guy that makes us watch it. Oh! Thank you very much.
I've had to actually watch that.
So, yeah,
Brony
unfortunately,
because
right, is I don't
mine
have
is-
that Brony song thing on here. It was not added, it appears. I apologize.
That's okay.
Well, let's tell him a little bit about Red's Magical Adventure, though. Or is there something else you wanted?
Oh, there's another thing I have.
I see.
Tell me, how many of you are familiar with how many of you guys here like anime? All right. Right. How many of you are familiar with an old anime called Big O? All right. For those of you who aren't familiar, Jason, can you stand in front of the crowd for me, please? Show him your shirt. Identify who's the guy on his shirt. Tell me what his name is.
Spike.
Oh.
For those of you not familiar with Big O, in short terms, Spike Spiegel has a giant robot.
What?
He's the same voice actor, Steve Blum.
Ah.
It's kind of like something out of like Batman Beyond-ish art style.
Yeah, that's
So-
what it's felt. It felt like an anime version of Batman.
That's what I thought there. So, I decided after the success of Death Note Shimmer, I'd redo that opening, only giving it a more ponified look. Yes, I know the name is thing. Just hit play when I hit this button when I tell you to. All right. So I hope you enjoy this small short. Followed by that will be the big premiere of Red's Magical Journey.
Right on
Adventure.
your sensor.
Right.
What button was it again?
Click it. hit the pause button. Anyway, thoughts on it?
I can see you got rid of the watch.
Well, it was the only other thing I could work with. When was the last time you saw a pony in the show wear a watch?
I thought it looked a bit too phallic.
He's never seen the big. He doesn't watch anime.
No. Hentai, yes.
Some pony wear a watch when Applejack drew a watch on her with a party of one. He's like, well, golly gee, look at the time.
No, I think that was Rainbow Dash.
Oh yeah, Rainbow Dash, you're right.
It's Rainbow
I
Clock.
gotta draw a new battery for this thing.
It's Rainbow
Sure,
Clock.
it seems like the kind of place that would have like a world's biggest sundial.
Okay, so
Hercules thing there. I'll buy a sundial. Okay, so that brings on to the big moment of doing Red's Magical Adventure. I thought of this idea just. Who here is familiar with have seen numerous anime abridged series on the internet? How many of you have watched that?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Who here is familiar with Code Ment or Nun Piece? It was made by a guy named his screen name is Purple Eyes WTF. Really, one of my favorite YouTubers. Actually got me into Code Geass, which is why I have my Lelouch thing right here. You'll see Johnny and Bosch next weekend. So what I liked about his video style was it was very obscure. It made no sense. Basically, he did whatever he wanted, and it basically had a good narration. So I thought, I took some inspiration from that, and the whole point of this was to make an editing project to see how anime can be manipulated. And so I decided to make this obscure story to I wasn't gonna call it Origins Abridged. I just called it Red's Magical Adventure because I wanted to separate myself from the norm. Or as it said in the movie poster, I was gonna call it Pokemon or Abridged, but it wasn't so magical.
No.
So I made this obscure story trying to make no sense, whether or not it's enjoyed or not. And I wanted Justin and Nat to help me out here.
Yep.
Justin, I recorded with Justin after we saw The Force Awakens one night, late at night, and you might want to tell him that story.
basically, we got to Evan's place, and he wanted me to do Brock, but he really didn't know what he wanted for the character. What he didn't want is that he didn't want him to be dumb, he didn't want him to be a pervert, and he didn't want him to be a hillbilly.
That's all he's usually depicted as. So he's often the pervert.
So I've been taking some acting classes at the Burt Reynolds School of Film and Theater at
Kathy Westlock.
And I've had a few private sessions with Kathy Westlock, and I'm going to have one with Peter New today. And I did something that they told me you're really not supposed to do, and that's just throw out random voices. And I started doing this little patois. And Evan goes, Sailor Brock. And I immediately started coming up with a bit of a backstory for him, like, yes, my name is Sailor Brock. I started as a landlubber because then I decided to move to sea because land life was too screwed up. So then I moved out to sea and found out it was even more screwed up. See, with me in the Sailor Boy Scouts was Sailor Atlantic, Sailor Pacific, and Sailor Gulf of Mexico. And I just rolled with it from there.
Anyway, as I was saying how I got Annette, we've been doing some collabing in the past, and I really want to do another collab with her.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
She was doing Mystery Brony Theater. She did a cameo in the season 3 premiere of Mystery Brony Theater as herself,
Yeah.
and to which is a character my character flirts with.
Yeah.
Still didn't call him back.
Yeah. See, I got a lot of stallions to keep track of.
Oh really? How many?
So what I'm next.
I could do a Concert Cruiser collab. That would be awesome. Triple C.
When is your next video coming out?
I don't have a next video, but it's wide open.
Because I saw you filming the gala. That was.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I'm doing a vlog for the gala and.
vlog?
Yeah, it's
pronounced vlog.
That's what I call it, vlogs.
Yeah, it's like the difference between GIF and GIF, pretty much.
Like, who cares?
Get a potato. Get a potato.
Vlog. So, yeah, next video will probably be the collection of memories from this gala, and that should be fun.
Basically what I did.
Yeah.
No, it only minus the music. It's just a person with a camera doing
Only
this.
it'll be from my and my posse's point of view. And so, yeah, we did a collab, and so that resulted in the Fall Weather Friends collab, and then you're just like, hey, want to be a voice in my latest project? And I'm like, sure, I like doing voice cameos.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you more of a next episode. I'm gonna give you more of a major part. Have you ever seen Pokemon Origins?
I haven't, but my sister has.
Really good story. How many of you have actually seen Pokemon Origins? Loved it very much because it brought you back to playing the game, as if the whole video was the game. And it was. Literally every episode ends with you saving the game.
Yeah.
At least the character grows.
Yeah, I wanted to have more authentic female voice in there because whenever you see a Britsu, there's always this girl talking like this. It always gets
Unless you're Peter New, you really can't do. Men can't really do.
It's not like that in the original?
Alright, do you want to get started?
Of course. So get ready to enjoy the obscurity. If you don't like it, then
It's his fault.
refunds are at the corner. Don't hit play until I say so.
I want my $0 back.
Oh, I have a 0. Oh, by the way, one more question here. Show of hands here. Let me just pull this back out for a moment. How many of you guys like the character Blue in Pokemon Origins? Good, the one guy in here is going to have a problem. You'll see what I mean of what I do with the voice with Blue if you guys haven't seen the preview. Lights off, dramatic effect.
I can't remember, but
Thunderbirds are go.
Red? I love you. Can you help me with dinner?
Oh yeah, sure, go on a Pokemon journey, they said. You'll do just fine, they said. Yeah, I'm having an excellent time so far, and I look forward to painstakingly walk to each town for the next 6 months alone. I'm just a big Pokeball of happy right now. Of course, maybe I would be more happy if Charmander didn't eat all of my money! How did I even get into this mess?
Hey, Red, did you hear they brought back the McRib?
Really?
Well, yeah, man. They bring it back every year.
Really?
It's delicious.
Really? Thanks again for giving us these animals to use for battles, Professor Vic.
No problem.
Do you have any other tips before we leave?
Toothpick. Don't make any eye contact with strangers and never visit me again.
My dad gave me the name Red, hoping I'd grow up to be the world's greatest gynecologist. But after he was eaten by the victory bell he wanted me to practice with, it was then I realized my dream was to become the greatest Pokemon trainer on Earth. And that is why I chose Charmander. Well, way to go, Charmander. You've doomed us both. Well, I didn't steal my mom's debit card for nothing. There's gotta be a bank somewhere. No. If I'm going on this quest, I'm not gonna subject myself to outdated internet memes. And that, almighty bird Jesus, is why I asked you for help. I'm willing to go the distance. Yes, my blasphemous bird savior.
Dude, I'm like totally on MySpace. One of my favorite things about it is that like Tom's my best friend. He's in my top 8.
Is that
and
all?
like I listen to music and like it's so freaking cool because
And that is how it all ended. Pretty cool story, huh?
That was very messed up, man.
Yeah, well, I needed money.
How much did he even give you?
$5 in pennies. Yes, that sounds ridiculous, but on the fair side, I didn't really shoot the kid. I shot the bird and picked his pockets. I didn't even know he had pockets. It's anatomy for you.
Red, if you don't do something, he's gonna fight over your giant. Oh, God! Oh, Jesus! Oh, no! Why did I put it back in his Pokeball? Oh, no!
Holy shit! With an injury like that, it won't be long until it saves me a trip to the grocery store.
What?
Because tonight, my food's gonna be charred. Thank you, I'll be here all week.
Man, you need to take that Charmander to a Pokemon Center to heal immediately.
Pokemon Center? How about I go ahead and don't do that?
Red, if you don't, then you'll...
Luke, let's get some facts straight. Those places are a scam. You pay the doctor, Pokemon go in, and they die 2 days later. I am not taking my Charmander to a Pokemon Center.
But Red, they don't charge anything.
Luke, be quiet. I'm a smart trainer, and I know exactly how to care for my Charmander.
Brady, there's no time to lose. My friend needs treatment now.
What?
I need your soda machine stat.
All right, buddy, open wide. This will heal you up in no time. Yeah, the sizzling means it's working.
Wait a minute, this isn't Walmart.
Greetings. My name is Brock. I'm the Pewter City gym leader. Have you come here to take my rocks?
Do you even have rocks?
I do. Please excuse me. This is where I like to keep my Pokeballs.
You're a very interesting person.
That's what they all say.
Gym leader's code requires you to accept my challenge.
Oh, don't you bring that up. What? You may think it's easy being a gym leader, but you have no idea how hard it is because of the roadblock of the gym leader code. It was a year of my daughter's piano recital. I told her I'd be there, but no. I have to attend a long line of trainers who want to be the very best no one ever was. Now, she never wants to see me again. I haven't seen my daughter in years. Now, every time I hear that song, We Build This City, I tear up.
Hey man, I'm sorry. I mean, can't you form a union or something?
Well, where do you think those guys are from?
Needles cause autism.
Indeed. Thus, I refuse to do battle if I don't want to.
Oh, speaking of which.
How dare you distract me with your distractions?
Well, that's what you get for having your ears closed. Seriously. Ears. Open. Keep them open, man.
I have an Onyx.
I have a Metapod.
Wow. Wait for it.
Somewhere right now, Tara Reid is scared as silent. Shut up, Tara! It'll take more than that to defeat me. Here's the badge. Here's the GM disc. And if you tell anybody these babies are fake, I will rock your world. Yeah.
No take backs. Hey everyone, I'm being rocked with a Metapod.
I have a question. What does Dr. Pepper taste like?
We may never know, my dear. You said you weren't gonna make the shot. And one of the things about it is that this girl I like, Cindy, she's on there, and she.
Man, I wonder what it's like to smoke old stuff.
It's gonna be awesome.
Somewhere right now, Tara Reid is staring at a
That was
What is the point of that one?
It's gonna be in his inner thoughts. I don't know, I just wanted it in there.
Scott Lambright Smith was the voice of the kid, and he joins us there in the corner.
Where?
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, you're the kid that Evan murders.
Yeah, Evan sent me a message like, can you just do improv for like 30 seconds by the kid that was MySpace? And I'm like, sure, what's it for? And I sent it off, and he's like, it's for Rich. Huh? Okay.
You have made my.
He didn't even tell me like, oh no, you told me later, so he gets shot in the face. I'm like, normal day? Normal day.
You were a good voice actor. You didn't.
Half our words dying.
I'm surprised the Tara Reid line didn't get as big as a laugh as I hoped it would.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it brought back the bad memories of her scary looks making them silent. Exactly.
but I will still rock your world. That was the one that got the laugh.
Because bad puns always
Because
win.
it's about rocks.
And rape.
We're gonna guess their rock puns. Rock. I just got the play on his words right here.
That left me Bulbasaur.
He who laughs laughs best.
Exactly.
But I've said that if this does go over well, I would actually do a Brock's origin story of Sailor Brock, the character.
Pokemon Origins Brock's side of the story.
But I don't know. What did you guys think of it?
That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Is it on YouTube?
It's gonna be on YouTube in a week, as well as the new episode of Mystery Brony Theater, and so I think there's something else that's going up there. I can't remember. Oh yeah, Big O or Big D as I like to call it.
And after the gala, I'm gonna be we're gonna be in production officially for my next episode of Hoof Rock. So we got this is gonna be rough.
But yeah, the mini-series is coming out. I'm probably going to see if I can get the next episode later this year with Lavender Town, and I got some good ideas for that one.
Oh, Suicide Town?
Oh, God.
Did you say that was the town where people committed suicide because of the music?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that ridiculous Lavender Town theory.
Wow. Or could just because, Japan.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, the game's just too hard.
Pokemon just always gets an excuse. I always thought the Lavender Town syndrome was just written by some angry parent trying to get rid of
To be fair, it is rather haunting and creepy.
Oh, was it?
And the original,
Yeah, it was.
What about the fact that the original version of the song actually caused, hearing issues in kids?
It did?
Yeah.
It was like, how many of you actually heard this in the Lavender Town syndrome creepypasta? It's like an infamous Pokepasta.
Yeah.
I've read it. It's
been around
funny.
for a
The thing is that they say the original Japanese version has this one frequency where it's like radiating your ears and it causes kids to commit suicide or anything.
Yeah, there was actually a lady online who does Pokemon videos, and what she did was she did this test where she's like, oh, I'm playing the original green version, but you could see that it had the red version inside, but people were still saying like, oh my god, my ears. So it's really just subliminal, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
Or it's like
a placebo effect.
yeah, placebo effect.
People think it's the one, so then it makes
There was a
it-
guy. There was a guy who actually did this video where he measures
has the brown
the frequency of the song.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
it's the same.
and it says when it's like your red. It's like I think it's like what's it called? When you're like looking at the spectral imaging. Some guy did like a 9-minute video of the Lavender Town in a spectral image, and like 9 minutes in, it just turns into the ghost from the tower, and just these unknown names that say.
I saw that.
I forget.
I'm not sure if that one's actually legit or not.
Probably.
It was probably.
Actually, better check out the back in the room.
Alright.
So
Glad you guys enjoyed the series. I gotta start doing photo for Jason Thiessen.
Be sure to grab the cash box. I'll get the cash box on the way there. Anyway,
Oh.
So yeah, that was a ridiculous thing. Have you ever seen that thing?
The Lavender Town? No. I have seen one.
And yet you've seen my stuff, the creepypasta video, dude.
I did see the creepypasta. So that was the whole thing?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, hold on, I got this in there.
I actually had an idea for if you do a Pokemon Origins abridged with the Mewtwo episode, perhaps have a mentioning of what happened in the original Pokemon movie when Mewtwo first showed up. Probably have a mentioning of what happened there.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that was a pretty
I have ideas for
He's going
for
through a
it.
depression phase.
Exactly. I was gonna keep that joke in mind.
Mewtwo.
But I do have an idea with Mewtwo there. I got a question in the back right there.
you when Mew and I were fighting?
Can we have Ash Ketchum?
Sorry, you all look alike.
Hold on, guys. What was your question? What was your question back there?
Can you have a crudely Photoshop picture of Ash Ketchum in this series? And just like, Senpai, I found you. Make him a stalker.
Yeah.
All the parodies you can make in this parody.
I actually had this idea here. You guys obviously saw The Force Awakens, yes?
Yeah.
So, who hasn't seen the movie? Oh, go ahead, talk about it. Remember, for those who remember the end, and who's actually seen the last episode of Red's Magical Adventure where he wins the league and catches Mewtwo? I was gonna have a thing where it ends with Blue telling him the kid from the other game, Gold and Silver. I think his name was like Brandon or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was a small movie with him and that electric dog character.
Right.
I was gonna I was gonna have
Oh,
it
yeah.
end with him climbing Mount Silver and like pasting Red's and his face over Ray and Luke at the end. Like instead of Mark Hamill's face, it's just Red.
Nice.
Give him a beard. But yeah, it's gonna be. What I got in mind for the last one is gonna be good. I got mine for all of them. The third one I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, it's good. But yeah, I got a good thing going on. The Lavender Town one I've already got ideas for. My goal is to stay as far away from the story as possible because I know how depressing it was. But anyway, I'm also open to any more questions, whether it's regarding Scythe Studios, Mr. Runner there. If you want to talk to Bright Ideas, go ahead.
Hey, yes.
So you're, for Pokemon Origins, what role do you think you're gonna get?
I think I'm gonna let Annette fill that question for me.
Oh, Phil, which role in Pokemon Origins?
Which role in Pokemon Origins am I gonna get?
Well, I haven't seen the Pokemon Origins, so I don't know how I very well can, answer that.
More Metapod.
You gotta cover Lavender Town, man. Just make it into a parody, an upbeat parody.
Oh, I'm gonna be doing it.
It needs more Magikarp.
That's Magikarp.
Who ever?
Because it's like the most popular Pokemon ever.
And you're probably familiar with the infamous meme, I am so gonna kill you when I evolve.
Oh yeah.
I like the thing. I've only seen so many shirts of that all over the place.
It's like one of the most motivational Pokemon ever. You just try hard enough, someday you will become a Gyarados.
Or use XP share, someone does all the work for you and you still get experience level up.
Exactly. Okay, next one.
So you're gonna have a part in the series where Blue just says Team Mystic is best?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a lie.
No, just have him contradict himself every episode.
I prefer Team Valor because, it's a small population. I prefer being the 1% in all this,
Isn't that Team Instinct?
Team Instinct has no pride.
I can verify that.
Yeah, you can verify.
Yeah, no pride.
I attest to that. I have pride in being Team Instinct.
Everyone dog
He knows
pride.
my language. He knows it.
I get more eggs. Eggs are love. Eggs are life.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, right, eggs are life. I hatch eggs sometimes.
Did you use a
I lay them as
Ditto?
well.
My thing is, I actually have Pokemon Go, but it was on but I only have an iPod Touch, so I can't play because it doesn't have a good GPS. That was one of the biggest teases ever. Okay, next question, anybody?
Yeah, I was gonna say the voice you're just doing. It's like more you were saying it. It sounded like the henchman from Venture Brothers. You know what I'm saying? Kind of sounds similar to that.
I never actually saw the Venture Bros.
Sounds more like Kermit the Frog.
Maybe.
Yeah, like number 24.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds kind of similar. I
never saw it there. The thing with that voice was I actually got inspired by Ego Raptor. It's similar to the voice that he does for Lemon and Lemon and Bill. One of the things. You said it sounded like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, Ego Raptor
It sounds like Kermit the Frog.
That sounds more like
Yeah.
Kermit the Frog.
I don't see any comparison here.
It sounds very different.
Oh, next question. Anybody else there? I'm open to questions. I'm open to question anything. Mystery Bright Theater, Bright Ideas, Red's Magical Adventure. Any comment on my beautiful looks? Okay, got one right there.
I like your shirt.
Oh, my Star Wars shirt there.
Where'd you get it?
I got this at Omni Expo.
Give it to me. Strip.
What's his strip?
Give me a hot too.
I don't got any cash.
Encore?
Hope you enjoyed that couple of seconds of pleasure.
That edgy Mewtwo thing you were saying you would do. How much Linkin Park is that going to have?
Oh, I thought he was just going through a phase.
Mewtwo would find Mewtwo going through Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Wait, repeat that. What was the question again?
How much Linkin Park is that going to have?
All of them.
Oh god.
No,
Most
Nickelback.
likely very few because Mewtwo's still getting almost like he's still beginning out of his Nickelback phase.
Oh!
There is no end of it. There's no
Remember
end
what
of
he
it.
said about the original movie.
Look at this Pokemon.
Nice. Nice. Bring it back around.
Oh god. Mewtwo was eating.
No wonder he was pissed off. Any other questions out there?
I'll be back.
Exactly. Any other questions? Anybody there? Yeah.
Is it gonna rain today?
I don't mind.
Maybe.
Any other relevant questions?
Doesn't bother me.
I see him.
Does Pakistan have anything to do
Cold
with it?
really
Hopefully
does.
not.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me, bright ideas. Are you doing any collabs with anybody else lately?
I did a collab with this pony called well, he used to call himself the Autistic Pony, now he just calls himself AJ. We do a collaboration talking about Pinkie Pie and her dual nature. How, yes?
You said he called himself the
Yeah, the Autistic Pony.
That's freaking great.
It is, and his videos are really good, and he does videos talking about how each of the ponies, whether they have autism or not, or through that lens, or different characters, and he does episode reviews. So we were just talking about Pinkie Pie and how she's bright and optimistic and wants to make people smile, but also how she can mess up sometimes, and no matter how hard we try, sometimes we're just not going to get it every time.
Jason has a question right there.
Will your new pony show be making fun of any bad movies?
Maybe. You talking about Mr. Brony Theater?
No, I mean your Pokemon show.
We'll be making fun of any bad movies.
You'll be making fun of the YouTube.
Probably.
How many Pokemon movies are there?
I don't know.
A lot.
No, I'm not
Well, you know,
Pokemon movies. I mean like American movies.
I don't know. Me being red, in the voice of Red here, my least favorite movie of all time is Citizen Kane. Favorite movie of all time is Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Yeah.
Because I feel like just because it wasn't directed by Orson Welles doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
I thought your least favorite movie was Food Fight.
No, in reality, my least favorite movie of all time is Charlie St. Cloud.
Oh.
My sister dragged me into that movie. I wanted to see Inception. I think that was also the same year The Dark Knight was out. But my sister makes us all see Charlie St. Cloud, and I remember leaving the theater, and we're all silent. My sister's in the back seat apologizing.
You're only mad because you resent her for not opening her eyes, and I'm sorry for your pain. That's something you only wish on your worst enemy, and even then it's debatable.
Funny thing is, I actually have a copy of Charlie St. Cloud, and I only own it because I want to destroy it, but I need to do it in the most inhumane way. I don't know what to do with it.
Flammenwerfer.
What?
Flammenwerfer.
Flamethrower.
What is it?
Flamethrower.
Oh, yes, if I could, I would, but that wouldn't be much of a big punishment enough.
Burn it while playing Nickelback.
Burn it while playing Nickelback, there's an improvement.
Border team.
Right there.
Burn it on a, build it a little ship and burn it while blaring Nickelback.
Yeah.
No, I understand
Like
theme, the high pitched anything.
Wait, I'm hearing you here when you say burn, you mean make copies. I bought it for $5 out of Walmart.
It's still so much money.
Wow.
Way too much for me.
Why would you spend $5 on that?
There's a long story. For an old sketch I was doing where you can hire this patrol to destroy any bad movie in your library, but it didn't end up being so good, so I never made it. Got one right there.
Have you seen are you familiar with the works of Jon Favreau?
Yeah, I liked Iron Man 1.
Yeah, he also liked the Jungle Book that came out. He directed that.
Oh, yeah.
Also a hit movie called Chef.
Oh.
I saw Chef. I didn't see Chef.
Oh,
You should
boy.
just watch a Chef.
I love that.
Greatest movie ever.
Yeah, he also did Elf.
Oh, boy.
That was funny.
Have you seen a Chef?
I haven't seen Chef, but I've seen Elf.
Hello there, children. So we're talking Chef right there.
Yeah, South Park Chef. That was funny if the movie was about that chef.
May Isaac Hayes rest in peace. Funny thing is, Jon Favreau is a good director. I mean, sure, he put himself in his own movies, but yeah, that's what you do. Who doesn't? I just showed you a whole movie where I'm almost all the characters. Well, 3 of them, but yeah. Any other questions out there?
Oh yeah, actually, could we watch Magpie uses Gias?
Yeah, I was actually going to end that one there.
Um,
So, as I mentioned before, who here is familiar with Code Geass? Code Geass is my favorite anime of all time. So, in the recent episode, I forgot what the episode's name was, the episode where Pinkie Pie and Maud are celebrating their sister day
Gift of
thing.
the Mud Pie.
I found this GIF on the internet that I loved very much, and so I decided to animate it, and this was the result here.
I'd like to return this pouch for my sister's party cannon, please.
Sorry, Missy. I'll say as a point.
I'd like to return this pouch for my sister's party cannon, please.
Take it, please.
I'd like to thank the maker of that GIF for giving me